These days, native plants are all the rage due to their benefit to the environment, hardiness, and overall unique beauty. From residential landscapes to corporate designs, native plants should be considered as they have specifically adapted to our area, making them hardier when up against our harsh winters and hot summers. They are also the best supporters of native fauna. At Midwest, we grow a wide array of native grasses, sedges, forbs, and some shrubs. The native plants we grow are broken into a couple different product lines: Natural Garden Natives and Midwest Natives. So what's the difference? Natural Garden Natives are native plants that are grown from seed source within a 90-mile radius of our location in St. Charles, Illinois, making them local eco-type plants. There are a number of benefits that come with installing natives that are local eco-type. Plants that are local eco-type have a genetic makeup that is generally more in tune with the local environment. This helps the plants thrive when they are installed, as they are more genetically adapted to our climate and weather changes, as well as common insects or diseases in our area. Local eco-type plants are also better suited for supporting the local wildlife, like native pollinators, leading to healthier ecosystems. Plants in the Midwest Natives line are what we refer to as regional natives, the only difference being that they are grown from seed sourced outside of the 90-mile radius within the greater Midwest. They are still native and still great options for installing into a native garden. By now, we've all heard how important it is to plant with pollinators in mind. A healthy garden is one that is buzzing with pollinators of all kinds. With so many options to choose from, it can be overwhelming. Here are some good options to start with if you want to attract pollinators. Make sure to keep all seasons in mind when planting, not just spring and summer. Pollinators begin to arrive in the early spring and stay around until the fall, so an installation with blooms into late fall is ideal. Geranium maculatum is a shade-loving native with light purple flowers that blooms April through June, helping provide blooms for pollinators in early spring. Also known as wild geranium, it is a great addition to a pollinator garden as it's well-sized at just 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. Geum triflorum, or prairie smoke, is another pollinator magnet that blooms in early spring. Its bloom time is April through May, and it's smaller in size at 12 to 18 inches tall and wide. This is a great option for dry and sunny areas. In the summer, plants like Dahlia purpurea, or purple prairie clover, and Echinacea purpurea, or purple coneflower, are perfect options for pollinator gardens. As the name suggests, both bloom purple in July and August. Both do best in dry, sunny locations. Dahlia purpurea reaches heights of 2 to 3 feet and spreads 8 to 12 inches wide. Dahlia is also a nitrogen-fixing plant, which improves the soil composition for all plants growing around them. Echinacea purpurea is taller at 3 to 4 feet and 18 to 24 inches wide, and is the poster child for native prairie and pollinator plants. In the fall, there's no shortage of native goldenrod and aster species to provide blooms to attract and feed pollinators. Of course, no pollinator garden would be complete without some Asclepias, or milkweed. Asclepias is the only plant monarch butterflies will lay their eggs on and the only food source for monarch caterpillars. In our Natural Garden Natives line, we grow 4 types of Asclepias, each with their own unique attributes, and all of them loved by monarchs. These are just a few suggestions to get you started. To find more options for attracting pollinators, visit the plant search page on our website and search for natives. It can be hard to picture native plants in a residential design since the most well-known natives are quite large, but native plants definitely have their place in residential areas. One important thing to remember when integrating natives into the residential landscape is that the success of natives is primarily based on planting them in the correct location. For example, if you're looking to install prairie plants like Echinacea, big and little bluestem, and Coreopsis, it's important to install in a way that mimics their natural environment. Plants in the prairie are kept in check by each other through competition. In a residential setting, keeping robust natives in control can be achieved by planting the right plants in the right spot. There are many types of native plantings that can work in residential settings. For example, native plants can be combined with non-native ornamental species in a matrix-style planting similar to those of Roy Diblick and Pete Udoff. Pollinator plants can be used to create pollinator gardens that help to attract bees and butterflies, as well as other key pollinators to a residential yard. Rain gardens can be installed with native plants in yards with low spots or ditches that might fill with water during a significant rain event to help alleviate the effects of stormwater runoff. Rain gardens are a perfect example of how natives can be used in the residential setting to be both functional and beautiful. We have a native plant for every need. To find the right plant for the right place, visit our website, midwestgroundcovers.com, or visit our Natural Garden Natives website at naturalgardennatives.com for more ideas and inspiration for designing a garden. A native garden supports a fragile ecosystem. Plant a native plant today.